On Saturday the 8th of June, Sea of Thieves Fest 2023 was held. For those of you who don't know what this is an event held in the UK, and it's what it sounds like. It's a Sea of Thieves convention and meetup. This year it was held in Birmingham at Bescott Stadium, and it was an absolutely amazing day. Loads of fantastic creators there, the community's there, and the developers also go. It's not an official thing or anything, it's run by the community, so the developers choose to go there in their own spare time. Overall, it was a fantastic day, and I know there were loads of you who wanted to go that couldn't make it or couldn't get a ticket because they're obviously limited by venue size, even with getting bigger and bigger each year. So I thought I'd do a bit of filming and then produce a video about it. How this video is going to work is I'm going to roll all of the footage I took during the day, and then I'm going to talk a bit about the event and my overall experience there, and also a second part to this video kind of thing. You'll see what I mean a bit later. But this day had a big impact on me, especially for my motivation. As I say, I'll get onto all that after you guys have seen everything I took. So let's just get straight into it.
Well, we were here at 9:30. You don't know what
Try not to get any people. There you go. Want to check that's okay?
So you keep the light side. That's the old Irish the gap there. Oh yeah, but they argue, don't they, that it's with a smooth plate and that's illegal. So that's done. You know what? Why not to have it? Yeah, I don't like it funny though. And then I did the I'm trying to think where, I don't know where he is, man.
We have lovely Christmas sing and a shiny.
And there we go, that was all the footage of Sotfest that I have in my possession. As I say, it was a fantastic event, there were so many people there, and if you didn't go this year, I would highly recommend going next year. Now earlier I mentioned something about motivation, almost a second part to this. Well, before Sotfest, there was a lot of, I think it's fair to say, negativity in the community, and there still sadly is. If you're over on Twitter, you can see it's an absolute storm over there, or at least it has been recently, about the quote-unquote state of the game, and I was originally also going to talk about it and make a video on it. But then, I went to Sotfest, and I met Mike Chapman, had a really good conversation with him, met John McMurtry, again had a really good conversation, met a load of the developers, Andrew Preston, George Orton, Chris Marlowe, and had really cool conversations. And that's really inspired me. I also met a load of fantastic creators there, and the whole event didn't just motivate me because of the people there and because of almost the camaraderie, but I think it's very easy to get caught up in all of the issues that you see online because it's very quick to just make a big long rant on socials about this and that with the game. But when I went and actually spoke to the developers, the people who make this game, it was really great to be reassured. I mean, Joe Neep said to me that, yeah, we see it all and we're always listening. The developers are on Twitter, they do see everyone's rants about everything and they are working on it. So, whilst this video is about Sotfest, I'm going to make another video about the state of the game, except I'm not going to be negative about it because I'm not negative about it right now. When I got home from Saltfest, the first thing that I felt like doing was hopping on Sea of Thieves, which I haven't had that feeling in such a long time. Don't get me wrong, there are issues with the game. I'm not one for false positivity, I hate that kind of stuff. I call it out, I've called it out in the past in videos. You can go back, you can see when there's been an issue with the game, I've talked about it. So, I'm not going to shy away from that. But I just think there's so much unwarranted negativity when we should be looking to the future and getting hyped about Monkey Island. Yes, if the developers have made mistakes, there should be accountability. Yes, if there's issues, they need to get solved. But I feel a large proportion of the community, and obviously not all, there are some people that are doing great work giving feedback to the developers, some fantastic videos, some fantastic takes, but there are a large proportion who aren't doing anything productive and are just complaining all the time. We're getting away from our beloved pirate fantasy. Log on, appreciate the world, look around at what they've created. Sea of Thieves is not dying. I don't want to hear it anymore. If anyone says it is, it's not. And I'm very reassured of that after meeting the devs, as I've said. And I will never be able to articulate those conversations I had with them because you weren't there, and there's always going to be so many people who are going to say, oh, this and that, and you're wrong, the game's dying, but you weren't there, and that's the big thing why I'm saying go next year, if you're able to, of course. So I need you guys to trust me on this one. That if I was at a low, and believe me, I was at an incredible low, my upload schedule stopped and I was enjoying a lot of stuff outside of the game and in real life. You know, I was really low about the whole of Sea of Thieves. But then after going to Saltfest, all of my passion that I felt last November and during A Pint's Life all came back. In the next video, I'll probably go into a little bit more detail on the conversations I had. Obviously, not exactly what they said, because I'm not going to quote anyone on anything whatsoever, but more the ethos of what I went in there with. Because I didn't go into Saltfest thinking, oh, let's ask Mike Chapman, is Jack Sparrow going to be in Monkey Island? You know, or is this going to be coming to the game? Are you guys going to add a new world event? That kind of thing. Because in the long run, that doesn't matter at all. For me, it was about the bigger picture. That's what the content's a part of, the direction of the game, where the developers want the game to go. For me, it was about putting my trust back into them. For me, it was about putting my faith into them again, which has happened. That's been reinvigorated. So, that was my experience of Saltfest, a very positive one. The only thing I can really say is thank you to the developers, especially Mike Chapman and John McMurtry for those detailed conversations we had, because from the event I feel reinvigorated, I feel passionate again, and I feel inspired to keep making content. So that second video will probably come out early next week. Then there's one more thing I want to do, but after that, it's all on board for Monkey Island and Season 10, and we can leave all of this negativity in the past. Again, yes, there are issues with the game. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying we're not in the best place we've ever been. I don't like false positivity. But a lot of the stuff that's been going on, I just think is unwarranted. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think of all this down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please do consider leaving a like. It really does help out the channel an absolute ton. And subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out. And while you're at it, why not hit the bell as well so you never miss a single upload. But anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.